play by Cougars. A quick out to Grace Conway for a 5-yard gain. Yards on that one brings them within about 7 off that halfway line. And we are live now. We've just got this one on. Yeah, we missed the first play. We are live now for So we are live for this final game. Grace Conway going deep, finding Kelly wide open, and a rare drop on that one. So a big drop on that one, wide open, and the only thing between her and the end zone was the open field, and she couldn't bring that one in. Big thanks to a sack on that one as well now. So the Cougars finding themselves in the rare position of being not necessarily down on the scoreboard, but behind on momentum. So the HNC guys are also streaming this one up from their high balcony viewing point. So if you want to get multiple angles on the same game, you can watch both streams at the same time, and then flick between the commentary as well. Phoebe going deep. So Phoebe taking the mantle of QB at that one. So the path to the playoffs, slightly different for these two teams. Both teams have only played one game so far, as they've got the task with the interception on this one, bring this one back. Flags fly on this one. So flag guarding on the return will push the Cougars back 5. Putting them now at about 17 yards away. Split receivers, and they slot on the left hand side. Hitting that outside, hitting Tash, and managed to get her feet down as well. And we guess, looking from this angle, it's about 7 yards away. So big thanks to Stuart Anderson for giving us some energy for our batteries. We didn't cover the 3rd, 4th place game, but we're back on this one. Hopefully enough battery to cover us for these games. Millie looking, dodges the blitz, and Grace with the big grab. Emma Dedicoat with the tackle. About a yard away. So Cougars' first game of the day was their semi-final game against the Manchester Titans, a game they walked away with a 52-0 win. The Hyde Park Renegades almost went to overtime. There was a long discussion about how much time was left on the clock in their game. Grace with the big score there. So there was a long discussion between the referees and the coaches about what was left on the clock in the EKP Hyde Park game. Eventually EKP got another drive, which they didn't manage to score on, which left the Hyde Park Renegades to walk out with that win. Finding Tash coming across that front for the extra point. So 7-0. Cougars first drive, Cougars first points. So one blitz signalled and a flat 4 for that Cougars. Defence, Phoebe going deep. Kelly with the interception this time, bringing this one back. Eventually brought down, and a flag is thrown out of the spot of the tackle. Holding against the Renegades. So she may have dropped that one where she was open for the first score, but she redeems herself with an over-the-shoulder interception and then runs it back. She's intercepted at around about the 15-yard line of the Cougars and brings it back to about the... She brought it back to about the 10-yard line of the Renegades, and then a 5-yard holding penalty as well. And then Carla with the sack there. Sorry, Kate Rumbrose with the sack. Puts them back at the original spot of Kelly's return, so puts them at the 10-yard line. For any of the people listening on there, if you want to comment on the channel saying what you think the final score will be, and see if anyone's actually going to get close to this one. Bunch in that middle, takes that handoff to Grace. So a quick chat to the Cougars before this game. Currently in search of their 8th title. So they know this final game day quite well. Their only loss in recent memory that from what they can remember, is a close loss to Hyde Park. Phoebe with a big back down on that one, but it's deflected up in the air. Grace comes down with that one to make it a 13-0 game. So yeah, the last loss that the Cougars had was to Hyde Park, but that was around about 2018 from what they can remember. So it may have been about 4 years since they lost their last domestic game, and then the one before that was probably, from what they can remember, was London, in the final the only final they've actually lost on UK soil, in the domestic league. We've got Andrew Gamble watching. 32-31 is his prediction for the score. He hasn't given me who's going to win that one, so he's hoping for a close game. He doesn't want to call a winner. Grace going to the two QBs now. Grace taking off and brought down at around about the... So that brings them down at around about the 10. Gets that ball away, trying to find Tash at that back of the end zone. Doesn't bring that one down. So apologies for the misinformation on the score. It's now it's 7-0. And there was a touchdown wiped off. They didn't hear the referee's call on that one. Andrew Gamble has finally picked a winner, and he has gone for footballer will be the winner. When these two teams play, you normally get a decent game. The catch is made on that far sideline. So 7-0 the score. Renegades with the ball. Third down, around about their own 15-yard line. Phoebe with a shovel pass there. Finding Jay for a quick short yardage play. Trips on the left-hand side. Gets that ball away. So a big chase down there by Terry. Brings that drive to an end. Cougars will take over once again. Their own 5-yard line. Twins on the right hand side. Hitting Kirsty on that outside route. Going deep down that side. Tash with a big grab once again. So Cougars deep within the Renegades half now. Oh, an incomplete pass there. Millie facing a little bit of pressure then. So the incomplete pass has actually been ruled back due to the second pass being backwards. Turns into almost the flag version of a fumble. Millie going down that right hand side once again, hitting Tash. So Grace Conway is normally a big target for Millie during these the women's finals, or the women's day today so far. But Tash has really shown her receiving abilities on these ones. Gone deep down that side. Kelly Barrett at the back of the end zone. In for the score to make it 13. It does count this time. So 13-0 the score. Kelly happy to get that one and boost back the confidence that she may have lost during that big drop. Hitting Grace on the outside. That front right pylon. And Grace stretching out and keeping that ball. That was Grace's or nobody's. So one blitz signalled. It's a high ball on that one. And a high ball to nobody. Comes down harmlessly just past the halfway line. But coming through now with the blitz. Incomplete pass on that one. On deep once again. Off the top of the head, Kelly makes the interception on the deflection. So Kelly with their second interception of the half. And he bobbles the snap on that one, but gets it brought in. Tash with the rare. I won't even say it was a drop, it was just out of reach for them. So there's the 2-minute warning. Cougars leading 14-0 as we enter the 2-minute warning of the first half. Goes to the outside. Kirsty with the grab, brings that one down on the half, and somehow manages to keep the composure to not only bring it down, but then turn upfield as well to gain a few extra yards. Just waiting for the referees to get it set up there. Twins on the right hand side. Millie going deep on this one, finding Ellie Thorpe in the end zone for the score. So another big player there for the Cougars makes it 20-0 as we edge closer to the end of the first half. Going for the extra point now. Grace again on that front right. Coming across, making the grab on that one. So a minute left in the half. Jade Archibald has just been warming up her arm on the sideline. So she may be stepping in at QB. I'm not too sure why Phoebe was in at QB. I thought initially it was an injury to Jade. But as she's now stepped in, I'm not too sure what their reasoning was originally. Just outside on that one. The bonus they may get from this change in quarterback is it does put Phoebe out in the outfield. Well known that she is a big target for the Hyde Park Renegades. Good catch on the outside. So yeah, bringing Phoebe back onto that receiving core does give her the chance to break open some big plays. Not afraid to go up for a loose ball. Last season, the Hyde Park Renegades were seen to be motoring through most of these games until Phoebe pulled up with a leg injury. It seemed to then take the momentum out of them, and then the Cougars walked away with title number 7. Trips on the left-hand side. Big grab on that one, brings that one down. And out of bounds as well. Great grab in the air from that one. But it does bring up 4th down and 6 yards to go for that first down. Okay, Brumfels with the tackle, with the catch. Ellie Thorpe with the tackle, and a first down signalled. So they get inches across that first down line. So now 2 running backs in the backfield, giving her a chance to run, but she's not going to get far. She gets about 2 yards over the halfway line. So second down, clock is running. Swins on the left-hand side for the Renegades. Jay looking deep. And Kelly with her 3rd interception of the half. Caught it in the end zone, starts to run it out, and is tackled at about the 1 yard line. So Cougars are starting in a dangerous territory. So a timeout has been called. Kenny down on the sideline, trying to get his defense sorted out. As we're ticking away the final seconds of this first half. So Cougars get this one away. Quick pass to Grace to train up in the yards. Tackled at the 10 yard line. So pick up around about 9 on that play. play clock a little bit short there. But gone deep to Tash. Big break up there by the Renegades defence. Just getting a fingertip to it. As many receivers and any of the flag players will know, sometimes that's all you need. If you just get a fingertip to it, it puts it off a little bit. But Twins on the left-hand side. Millie going to the right, finding Ellie Thorpe. Big grab in the air. And it's going to be marked. So it's 4th down and we are looking inches away. Getting Grace across that halfway line. So Cougars with a fresh set of downs. About 5 yards over that halfway now. Gone across the middle. Nearly the interception that the defence been after. Two Renegades, Emma Dedicoat and I'm not too sure of the other player. Both going for the ball, no one seems cool for it. So 1 second left in the half, 21-0 currently to the Cougars. Two receivers dropping back. Nearly finding Grace on that far side. Grace going deep. Big battle in the air for that ball. No one comes down with it. So that will end the first half. And we have a current scoreline of Cougars 21, Renegades 0. So Renegades will get one quick play off there. For anyone interested, if you want to watch the presentations, keep an eye on the BAFA Facebook page, as they and the HNC team will be streaming those ones. So split receivers, two in the middle there, one is a tight end on the right hand side, taking a quick knock to the knee, but she seems to be okay. Twins on that right hand side, one on the left. Fine, Kay Brunfels gets the first down. Andrew asking who the MVP will be for this game. We don't have the tea cakes and iron brew that the HNC guys have got, but yes, Kelly would be one of our top picks so far. 3 interceptions in the first half and a score as well. Tash having a great day at the receiver as well. Grace Conway putting up her normal numbers. Ellie Thorpe also getting involved in the scores. Motion now. Pitches that one. Pop that ball up for the end around. Anyone watching on this channel, if you are watching on this channel and you do have an idea for MVP, keep it posted into the comments. We'll see who actually comes up with our one and see if it matches up with the HNC show. Jade rolling out to that right. Ollie with a big catch on the outside. Brings it down at the 10-yard line. By where the referees are stood, it's just outside the 10 yards. Rolling out to that right, finding Phoebe with the one-handed grab. Brought down by Grace on at around about the 3-yard line. Bunch in that middle with one on the left hand side. Rolling out to that right, going high. Ball going out of bounds, so first down now for the for the Cougars. Tash with the grab on that one. Sorry, incomplete. going deep down that sideline, finding Tash once again. Managed to bring that one down and keep it in. So a first down for the Cougars. Twins on the left hand side. Millie dropping back, going to that left hand side, finding Kelly. So that brings him now around about the 11-yard line. Millie firing it into her sister there. Gone deep. Grace with the score this time. Hitting that back right corner. Full motion around on that one. Again, a lot of these balls that Millie is throwing, it's her receivers or nobody catching these ones. She's hit Grace on the front right pylon down one end and the back right pylon down another. Kelly on that sideline on the previous play, now going for the extra point. Looking for someone. Aim for that front left. And Grace wants it again. Can't bring that one in, so that keeps it 27-0. Renegades taking over on offense. Bunch in that middle with one on the right hand side. One blitz signalled. Gets that ball away. Pick up around about 8 on that one. So Twins on the right for the Renegades. Jay getting chased down, throws that ball away. Incomplete. Grace nearly coming away with an interception. Jay taking this second half and trying to make something for the Renegades. Jade rolling out to her right. High ball up there, trying to get Phoebe to chase that one, doesn't come through. So as the year comes to a close, we just want to thank everyone who's joined in with any of our shows, watched any of our shows, seen us on stream or joined in any way. We have hit the 1K followers. We are currently working on some promotional stuff from that one. Always we'll be working with Nuola, a great sponsor for this one. Trips on the left hand side now for the Renegades. Motions one across. So a high ball, and that's an interception there. Grace picking that one off. Taking this one back, cuts back outside, being chased down. Doesn't make it, oh sorry, no one managed to catch up with us, so that's another score for the Renegades. Making the interception on the left-hand side of the field at halfway and ending up scoring on the front right. So from sideline to sideline, being chased down by a few Renegades defenders. So 33-0 now the score. Going to their 2 QB. Kelly taking off now. Going to be marked inches short. So Millie dropping back and Kelly dropping back and having Millie throw the ball on the far left-hand side. No one popping open, but she eventually takes off on that run. She pretty much was on the halfway line when she started that run and was tackled inches short of the first down. Tash with another tackle there. So Kate Brunfels with the catch on that right hand side. And Sophie Jones with the tackle. Brings that play to an end, and so Jade now taking over, carrying on this drive. Deep down that sideline, Phoebe with the grab. Tash tries to back that one down and then managed to come back and make the tackle as well. Finding Kate Brumbows on the right hand side on the roll out. Brings them to about the 13-yard line. So unless the Renegades can somehow pick up 30 points in their remaining time, Andrew Gamble's prediction of 31-32 may be a little bit out. He's got one half right. No, he's 1 point away from being one side right. Another big grab there, brings that one in. Edging closer to that end zone. So third down. Renegades at around about the 8 or 9 yard line. Twins on the left hand side for the Renegades. Ball is thrown up in the air. Tash deflects it, but it's out of bounds. So Tash going for the interception, bounces over ahead into the waiting hands of the Renegades receiver. actually brought that one in. She was already out of bounds, so that won't count. So the score stays at 33-0. Bunch in that middle with one on the left-hand side. It's a high ball. Batted into the stands. Grace Conway taking no chances with that one after seeing that last deflection go. Playing on the volleyball team there and spiking that into the stands. Going deep once again. A little bit too deep there. Grace Conway can't make that one up. One blitz coming through. Incomplete pass on that one. And a Cougar player down. In case you're thinking there was a bit of a sound lag on that one, the cheer was not actually for the flag football game. It was actually for the England-France game going on at the same time. So Twins on the left-hand side for the Cougars. Gone deep. Grace with a rare drop as she leads that one. So 10 seconds left in the game, no 2-minute warning due to the mercy rule that's been put in. Grace coming down from the left-hand side, ending up on the far right. Very, very close to making that grab. Hits her in full stride, but just through her fingertips on that one. So this will be Cougars continuing their women's dominance with picking up trophy number 8 in the domestic league out of the 9 that they possibly could have had. And the big question that a lot of teams will be asking as they look into the next season is, how do you deal with a problem like the Cougars? What can you do to actually beat them? So high ball on that one, just out of reach of Tash, but picked off by Emma Dedicoat. Timeout called once again. And that is the end of the game. So the Coventry Cougars have picked up trophy title number 8 with a resounding 33-0 win against the Hyde Park Renegades.